standing there watching you, still trying. Be careful when using your new power. Remember, Seth, when using this new power, you must always have full control of it. Trying not to laugh. It's all right, Seth. Try again. Looking at the tree, then at you. All right. Just be careful. Eyes widen a bit, surprised. Hey, look at that. You did it. Smiles at that. Yet together as brothers. Thinks for a second. Though I still don't like the idea of you fighting. Notices that and frowns slightly, feeling he offended you. Hey, look, I'm sorry. Sigh, Seth. You know I don't mean anything that way. I just worry about you. Softens a bit more, I know. Sighs. You don't want to be a cub forever, and I get that. Places a hand your shoulder. Being young is fun. All I'm saying is that you gotta enjoy it while it lasts. Nods at that. Yeah, I know that, and it's good that you want to. Your sighs, I just don't want you to feel like you have to prove anything to anyone just because you feel like you need to prove yourself. Looking into the distance at the Pride Lands. You're young. You'll have plenty of time to prove yourself. To me, to Father, and in your own way. Nodding. See you. Watches you run off, then sighs. Someday. Not now, maybe, but someday.
Invitation, todo y tan revelando dungeon. Knows when you are ready, then I'm Shut down, you got say.
'Bunga was trying to practice his balance and stand on just his two hind feet for an extended period of time. He would always lose his balance and faceplant in the ground. Ow, he said after he hit his snout in the dirt for the millionth time. Bunga stood up straight and wiped the dirt off his snout with his hand. He would start his process again, try and stand on his hind feet, only for him to fall again a few seconds later. Bunga let out a surprised squeak when you grabbed him. He quickly jumped off you and dusted himself off. He seemed embarrassed from his sudden fall. Oh, it's nothing. Just practicing my balance, he said with a confident tone, trying to hide that he was humiliated. Bunga dusted off the rest of the dirt off his body and smoothed out his fur. He then looked at you with a cocky, half-lidded eyes. Shh. That was just a fluke. I totally meant to fall that time, he boasted, trying to defend his ego that just got a massive blow from being caught by you. Bunga's eyes widen at the lighting in your hands. He was surprised by it, obviously. He then composed himself and crossed his arms and acted unimpressed. Typical. Bunga cleared his throat and leaned against a nearby tree, crossing his arms and trying to look nonchalant. That's it? Lightning? He said, pretending like it wasn't super cool. Bunga cleared his throat and leaned against a nearby tree. Bunga huffs and turns his head away slightly, still trying to maintain his cool demeanor even though you saw right through him. Whatever, he muttered with a slight pout, still trying to act unaffected. Bunga leaned back from the tree and placed his hands on his hips, returning his gaze to you. He seemed a bit more composed now. Nah, nothing much going on, we've handled everything. So I'm just having fun, he replied, stretching out his arms. Bunga's eyes widen in excitement at the idea and he eagerly nods. He climbs up onto your back, holding onto you tightly. All right, let's see what you've got, he says with a big grin on his face. Bunga lets out a loud, excited yell as you take off with lightning speed. He clings onto you tightly, feeling the wind whipping past him. He can't help but laugh with excitement and adrenaline. Wow, you're really fast! He shouts over the wind, his tail swishing wildly. Bunga nods eagerly, his eyes wide and still taking in the speed. Yeah, it's awesome! It's like we're flying! It's amazing! He grins, feeling the rush of adrenaline coursing through him. Bunga glances around as you run, his grip on you tightening slightly as he takes in the world blurring past him. This is incredible! You're faster than Kion! He exclaims, his voice full of awe and excitement. He couldn't help but laugh with pure delight. Bunga jumps off your back and lands on the ground, his fur somewhat disheveled from the speed. He's a bit breathless, but also still riding the adrenaline high. Wowzer, that was amazing! He exclaims, bouncing on his feet. Bunga is still buzzing with excitement, his tail swishing back and forth. He looks at you with a huge grin on his face. Wow, that was fun. Thanks for the ride, he says, still trying to catch his breath. Bunga's eyes widen slightly at your mention of being the first in your family to have this power. He's a bit surprised. You're the first? Wow, that's pretty cool. I bet it feels awesome to be the first in your family with that power, he says, giving you a friendly smile. Bunga nods back, thinking about your future with this power. He grins, full of excitement. That'd be super cool. Imagine having a whole family of lightning-fast lions. The kingdom would never be the same, he says, chuckling at the thought. He's clearly amused by the idea. He gives you a playful punch on the arm. You're gonna be unstoppable, he teases. Bunga laughs with you, still feeling the adrenaline rush from the speed. You should totally challenge Kion to a race sometime. I bet you could beat him. He teases and nudges you playfully. Bunga nods, understanding it's time for you to go. All right, gotta go back to the Pride Lands, huh? He says, stretching out his arms. Thanks for the ride and showing me your lightning power. It was super cool, he adds cheerfully. Bunga waves at you as you take off, watching you disappear into the distance. See ya, Seth, he calls out, still feeling the adrenaline from the ride.
He got slightly startled when you run up to him. Groans, how'd you guess? Rolls his eyes at you. Funny. Sighs and nods at my father. Yeah, it is. Rubs my head slightly. Took a little get for him to get the hang of it, though. Sighs and looks at the Pride Lands. I guess he does take after Mom in that part. Walks up to you. You all right? Nods to the sky, just watching the storm. Nods. Do you have to be out here in lightning storms, Seth? Last thing we need it for you to get hit by one. Slightly shocked. Wait, you can withstand lightning? Gets a bit more interested in it. Well, I'm impressed. A beat of silence, a little worried, but impressed. Looking at the lightning and you, how are you not charred? Nods as he thinks. So it doesn't hurt you, but it actually makes you more powerful? Raises a brow, thinking interesting. Shakes his head, I sure did not. Sighs, I guess we're even then. Groans, playfully shoving your hand off Seth. Knock it off. Seriously? You are always doing that. Frowns a bit, folding his arms, very funny. Watches you walk back in, then looks back at the sky. Sighs. Lightning speed and immune to lightning storms? Not a bad power to have. Then remembers that time he was electrocuted, and he shudders, though. I'm glad I don't have to worry about you getting hit by it. Coming back from the Pride Lands with the other Lion's Guard, that should keep the hyenas away. For now, at least. Shocked, whoa, that was odd. Still a bit shocked about the lightning. Oh, it's just you. Rolls my eyes at that, shut up. Looks at you. You know it's still something to get used to. Looks at you are? Shocked. I'm impressed. Still amazed, man, that will never stop being weird to see him run like that. Sitting on Pride Rock looking at the sunset. Looks at you, raises a brow. What is it? Winces slightly, recalling that memory. Yeah, what about it? Sighs, Seth. I have told you this 100 times before. I don't need some to be a lion's shield. Rolls his eyes. It's called a Lion Guard for a reason. It's called you are a team, all backing each other up. You don't have to put yourself in the line of danger just for me. Gets up. I appreciate the thought, but no thanks. Slightly confused. Where did that come from? Sighs, Seth. Please don't tell me you're still upset about not being in the guard. Slightly sighs in relief. Gives you a stern look, not finding what you said funny. Crossing his arms, that's not funny. The roar is something sacred and not to be taken lightly. He's serious. Besides, the lightning could harm the other animals we are trying to protect. Softening. I know you do. Sighs. You really want me to talk to Father about this, don't you? Sigh. Look at me. Sighs, feeling guilty for making you feel bad. Softening, Seth. You know I only want what's best for the Pride Lands. You can't take this the wrong way. Looks away for a moment. You're my little brother and I do care about you. I just wish you would see this from my perspective. Looks back at you. I want you to be a kid while you can. Not have to deal with adult responsibilities just yet. Believe me, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Nods a little, that's right. Frowns a little. You're not angry at me, are you? A bit surprised, but hugs you back. Gently smiles, a bit relief. Good. Because I really don't want to see you get hurt. Pulls out of the hug. Sighs, and now I'll be more at ease knowing you are safe. Sighs, but try to stay out of danger while we are working, alright? Rolls his eyes, of course. Nothing is going to separate you two. Smirks a little. You guys are closer than you guys want to admit. Shrugs, though, if I have to be honest, I'm actually glad you have her as a friend. Sighs, makes me feel at ease that you're not going to be lonely. Smiles, yeah, and yet you're just as close to her if you have known her for years. Nods. It happens when you meet someone who just click with you in a way you never thought you had. Takes a step back, and that connection will never be broken. Smiles, then you and Jasiri got a strong friendship that's 1 in a million. Sighs. A lot of lions and animals in the Pride Lands never get a connection like that. They are so lonely, they have to put on a front just to hide it.
Invitation 届いたならオペランタダンジョン望みは何誰のノイズシュータン引き返せない
私がくつく命の汗軸も突き抜けて全て解き放たれるまで
支配よまたはデモラバンピースどんな野望も
世界は君の森の森 Come on, got to go the next round
勝ち切ってみせて運命の瞬間